of the swarm of flies. All right, so he put all those flies in those people's house. All right, a lot of them filled their houses up with it. All right, you know that's a plague, man. Imagine your house just filling up with flying insects. You know that's a plague. If you have any wisdom. All right, these are the things that the Most High was doing on behalf of the Israelites, attacking the nation that oppressed them. This is the mercy and the favor, all right, that was shown in ancient Egypt and will be shown again in modern Egypt to the hopeful elect. He gave them hail for rain and flaming fire in their land. He smote their vines also with their fig trees and break the trees of their coast. All right. So Exodus 9:22, and the Lord said unto Moses, stretch forth thine hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beasts, and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod towards heaven, and the Lord sent thunder and hail and fire ran along upon the ground, and the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail. Very grievous. That'll bug you out. It was hail, which is, hail is like, we know, like ice falling out of the sky, balls of ice mixed with fire. All right, so there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in the land of Egypt, since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. So he was cracking people and knocking them out with that hail, and the beast as well, the cattle, and the hail smote every herb of the field and break every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were there no hail. That mercy and that favor shown unto Israel. If this is happening on one side of town, let's say you live on the east side, and it's raining hail and fire, but right across the bridge on the west side, it's fine. You know that was meant for you. That hail and that fire, falling out of the sky and smiting people, beasts. The herbs of the field was mentioned, which that's money. Trade amongst the nations has always been a thing, or some type of barter system. So the herbs of the field being smoked, the trees, which may bring forth fruit, other things being smoked, that's messing the economy up too, because the Most High does that as well. You attack a nation's economy. Look at America's economy. That's the doing of the Most High. All right. It says, verse 34, Psalms 105 and 34, he spake, and the locusts came, and caterpillars, and that without number, and did eat up all the herbs in their land, and devoured the fruit of their ground. See, that's attacking the economy. Because if you have a field full of herbs and you have trees that's bringing forth fruit, you trade that with other nations. The Most High had those locusts eat up all the herbs of the field and attack the trees. So that hurt Egypt's economy. Verse 36. He smote also all the firstborn in their land, the chief of all their strength. Exodus 12 and 29. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in his dungeon, and all the firstborn of the cattle, All right, so the Most High killed the firstborn of Pharaoh, all right, people that was in his dungeon, and the firstborn of the cattle, all for the sake of the Israelites. All right, all these works, these marvelous works, are being done on behalf of the Israelites, because an oath was made with Abraham unto Isaac, unto Jacob, unto the tribes, that the Israelites would be his people. And the Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole Indian, are still the Most High people. He didn't put us away. And the world will marvel at these acts again. The deliverance of the elect, the nation of Israel, will be so spectacular that, people won't even talk about ancient Egypt no more. Verse 37, Psalms 105 and 37. He brought them forth also with silver and gold, and there was there was not one feeble person among the tribes. So when we left, I'm gonna read it. Exodus 12 and 35. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. All right, took all their silver and all their gold and all their jewels too on the way out. Not only did the Most High destroy their land, flood their rivers with blood, killed the fish in the rivers, destroyed their crops, their cattle. Just by the way, take all their gold and their silver and their jewels with y'all. That's favor, man. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, like the Lord is going to give us favor in the sight of you modern day Egyptians, you Americans. You're going to see it. It's the elect, the hopeful elect. It says Egypt Egypt was glad when they departed, for the fear of the Lord, for the fear of them fell upon them. All right, so of course they was, glad when the Lord finally, physically took us out of there, so they ain't had to go through those plagues no more. All right. So in the wilderness, he spread a cloud for a covering and fire to give them light in the night. All right. The chariots followed us in the wilderness, man. Exodus 13 and 21. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. The people asked, and he brought quails and satisfied them with the bread of heaven. So when Israel, which is going to get into that in the next chapter, but when Israel started to complain, about not having flesh to eat or being hungry, the Lord made food rain out the sky, man. Exodus 16 and 12. I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, at evening ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your power. And it came to pass that at even the quails came up and covered the camp, and in the morning the dew lay round about the host. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground. and the children of Israel